the urinary system. The components of this system are two kidneys, left and right. This is the right and this is the left. Ureter for each kidney, one urinary bladder and urethra. The functions of the urinary systems. The kidneys usually remove waste products of metabolism, remove the excess water and salts from blood and maintain the pH. The two ureters convey urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is the muscular reservoir of urine, while the urethra is the channel to the exterior. So, the main functions of urinary system: the kidneys filter blood to keep it pure from toxins, metabolic waste, excess water and excess ions, dispose of nitrogenous waste from the blood, the urea, uric acid, creatine, and regulate the balance of water and electrolyze acids and base. Simple definition of the kidney. The kidneys are a pair of excretory organs situated on the posterior abdominal wall on each side of the vertebral column behind the peritoneum. So the posterior part of the kidney is retroperitoneal part. It is covered from the anterior part by the fascia, by the peritoneum, while the posterior part of it, posterior portion, it's devoid of peritoneum and it is directly attached to the posterior abdominal wall, and according to that it's called a retroperitoneal organ. If we talk about the location of the two kidneys, first of all, you can see the left kidney is more superior than the left. Talk about the location of the kidneys. The left one is superior in location than the right kidney. Both of them occupies the epigastric, the hypochondriac, lumbar and umbilical regions. If you remember, we divide the trunk to 9 anatomical regions. The left and right hypochondriac, the middle one is the epigastric, then we have another below it, 3 regions, the left and right lumbar, and in the middle is the umbilicus region. So the kidneys will fill or located in these 6 upper regions in the trunk: the epigastric, the hypochondriac, left and right, the lumbar, left and right, and the umbilical region. Vertically, they extend from upper border of 12th thoracic vertebra to the center of the body of the 3rd lumbar vertebra. The right kidney, as I said, is slightly lower than the left, and the left kidney is little nearer to the median plane than the right. So the kidneys are retroperitoneal organs. Retroperitoneal, posteriorly it located attached to the superior lumbar region or posterior abdominal wall. The kidney lateral surface of it is convex. The medial surface is concave. There is a hilus, which is a cleft. The vessels, ureters, nerves enter and leave the kidney by the hilus region. Adrenal gland usually lies superior to each kidney. This is the adrenal gland, this is the left kidney, and this is the right kidney. The left more superiorly located in contrast to the right one. The hilus, this area, convex laterally and concave medially. The kidneys are bean shaped. It has upper and lower poles, medial and lateral borders, and anterior and posterior surfaces. The upper pole is broad. This is very important. The upper pole broad and is in close contact with the corresponding suprarenal glands. The lower pole is pointed. The upper pole is broad, is in close contact with the corresponding suprarenal glands, and the lower pole of the kidney is pointed. The lateral border, as I said, is convex. The medial border is concave. The middle part of the medial border is depressed and is known as hilum or hilus. It is a reddish brown in color, length about 11 centimeter long. The left kidney is little longer and narrower than the right. Width of it is 6 centimeter, thickness 3 centimeter, weight in males 150 grams, in females 135 grams. Another important note about kidney: in the fetus, the kidney is lobulated and is made up of about 12 lobules, lobulated and composed of 12 lobules. After birth, the lobules fuse so that in adults the kidney is uniformly smooth. It is not lobulated like other mammals. In a human, after birth, the kidney is not lobulated. About the coverings to the kidney, it has 3 coverings. Innermost one, fibrous capsule, also called the true capsule. It is firmly attached to the kidney. Then we have a middle fatty capsule composed of perinephric fat. It is a collection of fatty tissue. It acts as a shock absorber and helps to maintain the kidney in its position. So the second layer, called middle fatty capsule, it is a collection of fatty tissue, acts as a shock absorber and helps to maintain the kidney in its position. The exterior capsule, it is false capsule made of renal fascia. It has 2 layers, anterior and posterior. Superiorly, the 2 layers enclose the suprarenal gland and then merge with the diaphragmatic fascia. That is why the kidneys move with respiration. The relations of the kidney anteriorly are the right one, duodenum, the liver, suprarenal, right colic flexure inferiorly, and coils of small intestine from medially renal vein. The left one, inferiorly, coils of small intestine and left colic flexure, laterally pancreas, in the anterior portion stomach, a little upper the spleen, and upper medially suprarenal. The posterior part, there is a diaphragm superiorly. In the lateral side is the transverse abdominis muscle, the quadratus lumborum, psoas major muscle, where also nerves from medial part, iliohypogastric nerves, ilioinguinal nerves also from the medial part, and superiorly the subcostal nerve. Anatomy of the kidney macroscopic structure, which you can see by the naked eye. First of all, it is composed of cortex. This is the dark area, cortex and medulla. The pelvis in the hilus region, very clear. And calyces, we have 3 to 4 major calyces. Each one have 1 to 4 minor calyces. And the area of the medulla and cortex contact to the minor calyx called renal pyramid, and the area of cortex above the renal pyramid called renal cortex. So the macroscopic structure of the kidney, it is composed of cortex and medulla. The hilus is the pelvis or renal pelvis, have major calyces. Each major calyx have 1 to 4 minor calyces. The area of the medulla attached to the minor calyx, it is triangular in shape or pyramidal in shape, called renal pyramids. The areas of medulla contact or empty in the minor calyx called renal pyramid, and the part attached to this renal pyramid, the part of the cortex, called renal cortex. So this is the pelvis, renal pelvis, have a major, nearly almost 3 major calyces. This is one of the calyces, major calyx, have 1 to 4 minor calyces. 1